Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'm the kind of person who worries easily. So, when my parents and I decided that I would be attending a new school for 7th grade, I think you can guess how I was feeling. I was a mess, especially nervous about the upcoming class picnic, where I would be meeting everyone I would be attending school with for the next 2 years. My head was running with questions. What if my classmates didn't like me? What if they were all super mean? What if I didn't make any friends? And what do I do when I don't make any friends? To state the obvious, I was a nervous wreck. And as the day of the picnic grew closer, I only grew more worried. And finally, it was here. There was no going around it, there was no avoiding it, and I was terrified. And as my mom pulled into the parking lot of Rocket Ship Park, I was completely convinced that sometime during the picnic, I would in fact pee my pants. My mom parked the car, we got out, and started our hike to the pavilion. This was probably one of the most nerve-wracking walks I had ever done. We reached a green gate that sat in front of the pavilion, and on top of that green gate sat a few of my classmates. I cannot put into words just how nervous I was at this point. But this was all before a girl by the name of Chloe Peters, who at this time I had never met, ran up to me, grabbed my hand, and began to introduce me to everyone. And everyone seemed to want to get to know me. They were smiling, and they were nice, and they were asking me questions, and I immediately knew that I had absolutely nothing to worry about. My classmates did like me. They were the exact opposite of mean, and by the end of the picnic, I had already made a few friends. I was pretty bummed when the picnic came to an end, but I was also pretty excited, though still nervous, about the first day of school, which was coming up really soon. I actually had a similar experience on the first day of school. There I was, sitting on one of the couches in Chelsea's room, with a girl named Ivy sitting down next to me. We had said a few words to each other before I turned my attention elsewhere, when all of a sudden, Ivy Fitzsimmons began to slowly stroke my eyebrow. Then she whispered to me, "You have really nice eyebrows." Then we laughed. For those of you who don't know Ivy, she's not crazy. And actions like this are pretty normal, so I got used to it quickly. But this interaction in particular helped loosen me up and calm my nerves a little bit. It also opened my eyes as to how lucky I am to be part of a community that welcomes you so openly. Even if it is with eyebrow stroking, teachers throwing water balloons at you, and school-wide scavenger hunts. According to the dictionary, acceptance is the action or process of being received as adequate or suitable, typically to be admitted into a group. But from my very first college school picnic to now, TCS has taught me what acceptance really is. Acceptance is way more than just being seen as good enough or fitting in, and it goes beyond just being allowed into a group. It's feeling and knowing that to the people around you, you are good enough. It's feeling like you are a part of a group, and that's what TCS has taught me. I would like to thank my classmates, my teachers, and the rest of the college school community for teaching me such a valuable lesson and always accepting me. It inspires me to always be accepting of others. Thank you.